Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is episode 4 of Beer Talks Season 3. How are you guys doing? Not you two.
Wow.
Yeah,
People respond through time and space.
yeah, man. Send me your energy. Send me the vibes. Trust me, I'll receive it like a satellite dish. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm hella poetic this morning.
Yeah, what's going on? Is it like rainy? Are you looking out the window?
That's actually a really nice day up. Anyway, we're back, Beer Talks. Thanks for tuning in with my friends, Addy and Stanley. Why don't you say hi, Ads?
Hi.
And then we have Stan.
Hi.
We're back, season 3, episode 4 already. Wow.
Do you feel like this is still like episode 2 for some reason?
Feels like it.
Yeah, honestly, it feels like
Right.
it.
I mean, to be fair, this is like a little sneak behind the curtain. Back when we used to record for season 1 and 2, it was all just a straight shot every weekend.
True.
But we have gaps now for season 3. So
No, because we're planning now.
I know.
I guess, but yeah, it was
Also true.
it was more unison. Anyway, how are you guys, Stan Ads?
Oh, us.
Yes.
Us,
Like actually,
us.
our turn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not my platonic relationship.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm chilling. Addy,
Addy, how's it going?
I'm good. I'm getting by. I'm alive.
everybody's alive.
Yeah,
It's
the
getting a
bar's
little
very
bit-
low on my side.
I was gonna say, I'm like, wow.
Hey man,
Easy clear.
it's good to be alive. I hope everybody's alive. And well, and doing well. I don't know what we're talking today, so I can't even allude to it. Stan linked me the document. I didn't click on it.
Oh my god.
Bro, it's like all this pre-production.
All this effort. At least
But I
don't
like
tell
it.
him.
It took me like 2 minutes.
but I mean, it's a good surprise, so that it's not like, because you guys make it sound like we're really scripting it, but we're really
we are.
not.
We have a whole thing planned.
There are
What you
talking
about?
points, John.
Our
Talking
talking-
points.
our talking points. Anyway, thanks for scolding me, but I know our beer of the day today is Common Good Beer Company, Japanese rice lager. The first thing that I checked when I saw this can was the percentage, and this is a 4.6,
Oh, okay.
which is like
After the last time,
Yeah.
like the temp. Oh my god.
I was like,
It
oh,
was fun.
okay, we're having a normal ass beer.
Oh my god, did I tell you guys I took a nap after the last one?
Yeah.
Straight up, I was like, okay.
I was having such a I wanted to go for a walk. I'm like, if I sleep, I was everywhere.
You're so
But,
funny.
Episode 3, dude. It was a little funny.
Unhinged.
Anyway, Stan, tell me where you found this beer.
So this is again part of the Ontario Beer Trails beer map thing. I think this one comes to us from Scarborough. I actually didn't go pick this one up myself, so I was wondering, Addy, can you tell us a little bit about like the place you picked it up from, the vibe, if you got to talk to anybody about the beer or the place, things like
So this one, let me see. Common Good. Is this the one? This is like on Ellesmere, right? Warden and Ellesmere? Okay.
Yeah.
So this one, I did a dum-dum, actually. I didn't look at the time that they opened. They didn't open until 2. For some reason, I read it as 12. So I showed up at 12 and they're not open.
Did you just hang there for 2 hours?
Like, hello, let me in.
Need beer.
So I actually broke in and took these beers. No, I'm just kidding. So what happened was, luckily, I think they were setting up for like an event of some sort. It might have been a wedding, I think. So the doors were open, but they weren't open for business, right? So I like walked up to the door, and then there's this lady. Honestly, I deserved all the attitude she gave me because they were not open. She was like,
True.
she sees me there and she goes like, I think she was setting up, and she was like a little exasperated, and she kind of did like the and then like waddled over and was like, we're not open, right? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I read the time wrong. I just need to pick up like a few beers. I'll be very quick. And she's like, just give me a second. And she's like setting up her tail. Like, again, I do not blame her.
True.
This is on me. But
Also,
she was
if she is setting something up, it probably is a little hectic on her side, to be fair.
exactly. Yeah. So like she was like, you know what? She set up her till and she's like, are you gonna pay? Can you pay by card? I'm like, I can do card or cash. She's like, look, if you pay by cash, it's gonna take me longer to set this up. And I'm like, yep, I'll pay by card, totally fine. And then
She did not say that.
actually, like literally, actually, she said that.
Oh,
She's
man.
like, because she's like, if I have to set up my till, I have to count my cash, and you have to wait longer.
Ah,
And I'm like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah.
that's fine. I'll pay by card. It's totally good. So I told her like which beers I'm looking for, and then like I'm like, I just need this beer. I need 3 of those, and I'm good to go. And she's like, great,
Mm.
tap, peace out. But yeah, so like totally deserved all of that.
I take it you didn't tell her about beer
I
talks.
did not.
Sorry.
You should open with that.
Sorry, common good.
Hi, I'm Addie from Beer Talks CO.
Like, I'm sorry if you ever listen to this for any crazy reason, like that was totally on me. The vibe of the place actually looks really fun because like it's like a very chill, like what you would think of like a brewery vibe, right? Like they're sort of like their decors, and I guess they're like cocktail tables. They're not cocktail tables, they're like beer barrels. Yeah, so instead of like the tall tables that you get like during cocktail hour, so to speak, you see these big beer barrels. So I thought that was really cool. And then like on their side near the back, they have these like arcade machines. So I'm like, ooh, that's fun. Like I would love to go there and like chill. So it looks really fun. I would love to go back and actually like enjoy the bar they have there.
But like during business.
Yes, but during business. This time I'll go when they're actually open.
I mean, good for us, I guess, for her letting us go through with it still. I mean,
Yeah.
you were there at 12, right? So she actually did open until at 12.
Yeah,
while she was
exactly.
setting up.
She was
Okay.
still setting up. So yeah, thank you, lady. I didn't get your name because I was too scared and embarrassed. I just wanted to grab the beer and run.
Well, thank you, lady, from Common Good. I hope she's doing well.
Yeah, I hope your
too.
event was successful.
I cracked mine open already.
Oh,
awesome.
okay. Let me do that.
Okay.
It's not as fragrant as it is. It reminds me of Gen Matcha.
Okay.
Oh, I see what you mean. It's the rice grain.
Correct. It's the
I don't
rice
know what you
grain
call
thing.
it. Like
Like a roasted
Yeah,
rice
yeah, yeah,
grain
yeah.
situation.
So the description says it pours like a clear golden straw color. John, can you confirm or deny?
This
Ooh.
I mean,
is
that's
so
pretty golden.
clear.
Yeah.
It's so clear that you could see me through it.
Actually, though,
Kind of.
No, you can't
that's
see.
that's pretty clear. You know what this reminds me of? Oh my god, when you go to Japan, they have like
Rice,
like
like a lager.
it's almost like sake looking, because some sake aren't like clear, like white clear, right? Some of them are light colored, like they're kind of like there's a tint to it. So like
Yeah.
that's what it kind of reminds me of.
Anyway,
You guys are right. It's not as fragrant as some of the beers that some of the other beers we've cracked open. But
because
kinda
those
like
ones
it.
have
Like,
fruits, right?
Yeah.
I feel like,
Mm,
and like citrusy stuff, which is just like aromatics.
yeah,
yeah.
but then
And
it
rice
makes it
isn't
cloudy.
really. Yeah, and rice isn't really known for its aroma, I guess.
True.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right. Shall
Cheers.
we?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hmm.
Oh, this is nice. I like this a lot.
I had to do like a 2-sipper
Oh, okay.
because the first one was like just like this is nothing.
It's very malty. I don't know if it's because of the rice. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe I kind of like this.
Yeah.
This is not like I hit you in the face
Yeah.
kind of beer.
I do like the rice flavor.
Maybe because we've just had so many IPAs. That's what I was expecting.
So true.
And this is not an IPA.
And it's not bitter for once.
Ah.
It is not bitter. It is very like smooth and
Mhm.
just. I want to say the
This
word.
is nuanced. This is what I will say. I think this is nuanced.
I want to say the word
fancy.
chill. Not the chill that it's cold, but like there's nothing that is in your face standing out. You know
I
what
think
mean?
it's well balanced as well, right? Like
Mm.
not one kind of note kind of takes over the whole thing.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, I honestly like my first sip is like I like this. I can
Mhm.
drink more of this.
This is even lighter than like steam whistle.
But
I think so.
at the same time, it has character. You know what I mean? Like, because steam whistle, you know how we said was very standard beer, where it's like you drink it and you're like, you know what? This is like kind of like the mid bar where it's like this is
beer.
Yeah, but then there's a
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
of character to this where there's some other flavor to it. I think like that rice maltiness kind of comes in, and it kind of it's like, hey, I'm beer, but I'm a different beer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's
yeah.
subtle. It's subtle. I think that's the word I'm looking.
I'm not a regular beer. I'm a cool beer.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm.
Y'all don't know.
chill.
Y'all don't know. If you know, you know.
Okay, stop.
Do you get the floral notes though? Like it's kind of like there's a floralness to it. It's
It says on the
very
box
subtle.
that there is a floral note.
Oh, does it?
Oh, sorry. It says on the can.
Uh,
Subtly led by citrus
I
and
see.
floral notes.
I
of
don't get the
s-
citrus.
Celia?
Huh?
Celia hop. So
Celia?
apparently they use a new kind of hop
Mm.
called the Celia hop instead of the regular or more traditional
Mm.
Sorachi Ace. I don't know what the difference is. I don't think we're like that into like our beer masteries
I'm
yet.
assuming Sorachi Ace would be like the typical Sapporo or like
Yeah,
Asahi kind of hop. And they're
Yeah.
like, nope.
No, we're gonna go with Celia.
Yeah, Celia hop.
Yeah, very interesting. So it features subtle honey. I don't know what Triscuit is, but Triscuit, citrus, and
Triscuit is,
floral
you know, when you
notes.
go and barbecue,
Like the pork.
there's a beef Triscuit.
I don't know. I don't,
It's brisket. The joke is brisket.
I don't think that's it, Josh. I don't know what you're drinking.
You know what's
Bro. That's
crazy?
it.
This is so tame to me. I mean, I guess it is tame for all of us,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
And again, maybe it is because we're now IPA lovers that we're
No,
we're like looking for such characters. But it by no means is that like a bad thing that this is tame.
Yeah.
It keeps going back in my head. I'll just say it. It's a safe space, whatever. It's not gonna get me canceled. But like, if somebody's never had beer and they're like, I don't know, of age, you know, they're like, hey, I want to have my first beer, and they want to have
Mhm.
a not so punch in the face kind. Because even
Yeah.
even Canadian or even steam whistle could be
Mhm.
such a it's so bitter, you know. Kind
Yeah,
of
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
right.
like that's the
right. But I mean, not to us. It's like a la steam because we've had 40 beers at this point.
I know.
And this one would probably be like, okay, I kind of get it. It's
Mm.
not sweet, but it has
Mhm.
beer characters. This would be the beer that I present.
Okay. That's actually pretty high praise, I would think.
Mm.
So I did look up what the two different hops are. So the Sorachi Ace hop, it was originally developed in Hokkaido, Japan. So it is known for its intense lemony flavor. I think that's why a lot of like Japanese beer, like Sapporo, has this like very crisp, light flavor to it because they use the Sorachi Ace hops. So on the other hand, the Celia hops, it's actually considered a dry hop that they usually add in later in the process, and it's more of an aroma hop. So you should be getting more floral notes from this instead of the lemon citrusness.
I'm not getting any floral notes, but maybe because I just kind of shut that off in my head. I don't like floral stuff.
I think it's hard for me to identify florals because I don't know what florals like. It's like I think I'd have to like chew on a flower to kind of register what floral is
yeah.
before I can be like floral. Because it's the same
Yeah.
thing in coffee. Like a lot of coffees are
Oh.
like it has floral notes, but I'm like, where?
Where?
Okay, maybe that's why I get it because I'm very in tune
You
with.
chewed on. You chewed on flowers.
Actually, yeah, because like, but
Why?
I used to really like floral teas, like rose tea, chrysanthemum,
Oh,
like that
okay,
kind of
okay.
stuff.
I imagine you as like a child, like picking up flowers and be like, yum.
Yo, actually, I totally did that too. I'm not even
Addie,
kidding
stop
you.
eating dandelions.
So like, because I am very in tune with that. So I'm like that with my coffee as well. Like I notice these like floral tones very easily. So maybe that's why
Okay.
to me I get it. But I will say it is very subtle. It's not like the first thing you taste. It kind of comes after, if that makes
You have
sense.
you have to know.
Kind of, yeah. It's like if you know, you know.
Okay, cool. Common Good Beer Company Japanese Rice Lager. That's literally the name of
Yeah.
it. The brewery is called Common Good Beer Company. The can is called Japanese Rice Lager.
And can we just
It's
say for a moment the can's really nice too?
You like it?
I like it. I think it's really pretty. Like it's artsy.
I like I like their logo. The one on the left, on the black side. The Common Good.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
common good one.
Yeah,
it's nice.
It looks hieroglyphic,
Mhm. It looks like a maze.
right?
Mhm.
Anyway, we'll talk
Yeah,
about it.
common
again.
good if you're listening.
Stop, we're not ending the video
Sorry,
yet.
sorry about adding. Sponsor us.
You remember that Asian lady that was just standing on the gate of your?
No!
That's us.
Sorry.
Please forgive us. Anyway, Stan, what are we talking about today?
what are we talking about today?
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, no, I
okay.
know.
Okay,
So
okay.
we're talking about things I didn't know until I was like, there's like this huge like trend, like not trend. Honestly, it's just one guy that comes to mind where he's on TikTok all the time. He's like, I didn't know this until I was 30, and then he says something like super like kind of mind blowing. He's like, oh, I've been doing this wrong my whole life, right? And then it just got me thinking. I'm like, yeah, you know what, like, as an adult, there's just a lot of things I'm like, I didn't know I had to learn this, right? And then I'm like, why didn't anybody teach me this in school? Like, why did I learn calculus?
Well,
That's like
That was my big- I'm
everyone's
like,
go-to why.
Yeah, like why the hell did I have to learn calculus? Why is that a required course for me to graduate high school? You know, and then I'm like, why? Like, why did I learn, like, I don't know, how to fucking budget? Oh, can we swear here?
yes.
Oh,
yes,
no,
yes.
totally. I
keep
label it
it.
as explicit.
I keep it. Yeah.
For a second, I just came back from vacation. Nothing's in my brain. I'm like, why? Like, why does anyone like teach me how to balance like my like, I don't know, my budget, or like, how come no one told me how to, I don't know, fix a leak or something? I don't know. Like, this is, I think, more pertinent than like, you know, the exponent of this number is that number times the exponent of another number in brackets. I'm like, I don't care.
I thought this was more about like I was today years old kind of situation.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
pretty much,
same.
pretty much.
But like these are the things that are like, okay, like, you know, apparently a lot of people know this. How come I did not? And I feel like this should be common knowledge, but it is not. And why do I have to find out so late in life about this very useful piece of information?
That is so funny.
So do we have information to share in terms of that?
So okay. Before then, like I'm just curious because this is how I felt growing up, right? Like growing up in school, everything was so academic. Everything is like textbook theories. Here's an equation. Here's how you do it.
Yeah.
Here's a template. Go do it, right?
Mhm.
But like, I barely ever learned anything like literally actually useful for life. Like nothing useful for my job, nothing useful for life. Like, I know the Pythagorean theorem, and that's great. I know a squared plus b squared equals c squared, but who cares?
I can hear Ray roll his eyes as he listens to this video.
Listen, Ray, tell me why I have to learn this, right? Like, how come instead of this knowledge being stuck in my head, I couldn't learn about like interest rates, about on my mortgage, and how to budget a repayment plan?
I will
Right,
paraphrase what he will say, just
Tell
because
me.
I know him that well. He's gonna be like, "Listen, we teach you math," and he's gonna be like, "Ugh, Jonathan knows me so well, I hate it." He teaches math, yeah, obviously with the whole principles and all those things, and actually like finding x and solving x and find this angle and then plotting a graph, etc., etc. Yeah, at that point in time, you're like, I'm never gonna use this in real life. True, but
And I haven't.
correct. But what he is training you for is the process of critical thinking, of
Right.
developing a way for your brain to solve a problem that is it's parallel to a way that you would solve a math problem. You understand? You're not really solving for x for
Then
like
don't call it math class.
well, it's been called
Damn.
math class forever, right?
Hey man, that's not a good reason to keep doing something.
Also
So,
true.
You know, that's what he would bounce around.
Also,
I'm sure he will say
for
a
the
lot
record, I know I sound like I have strong opinions on this, but I really don't.
more. Yeah.
It's just one of those things that you kind of wonder, right? It's like,
Like I'm like, since high school, I'm like, when am I gonna use this? And to
Always.
this day, I've been proven correct that I've not used it since I put it down on a test. But like, no, like I'm wondering from you guys, like,
Yeah.
is it also like a very academic kind of focused thing when you guys are growing up? Because for me, it is, right?
Yeah.
And then like it all the way even up until like applications for like post secondary, so you know, a university versus college thing. Like, I don't know why there was this whole thing about like, oh, college is very for like applied and used like hands on, but the university is just brains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, in the very toxic mentality of like a
Yes.
millennial, it's like, oh, brains are better, but it's not.
It's truly not.
Like, teach me how to like I like rewire, like, not, I didn't rewire nothing. I'm trying to install a new light fixture and I'm like, what do these wires mean? I don't know.
It's funny that you say that, because we were also, it was insinuated that, oh, if you choose college courses and you go to college versus university like gives you better job opportunities. You know what I found out? Like, there was
No,
a-
electricians make so much more money than me.
So there was a lady that actually posted on TikTok, and she's like, "My husband is like a handyman. He's a plumber, and he's like,
Trades.
yeah, he's in trades." And then she's like, "I have 2 masters and a PhD. He makes more money. He makes 3 times more money than me, even though I have quote unquote all the university stuff that we were like taught as a kid. That like, oh,
The lies
better.
we've been told.
Yeah, the lies we've been told. Yeah, so
It is.
definitely it was a shocker after growing up and realizing like, hey, wait a minute.
It is crazy that we grew up in that where college is like, honestly, in the simplest terms, it was for the dumb kids.
I hated that. It was so not
It's
fair.
not.
It was
It's
like,
not.
oh, you're an
Yeah.
applied, right? Oh,
Right.
sorry for those listening who probably don't have the context of Canadian.
Yeah, like Americans are like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
So we have 2 levels in high school that we go to, which is applied and academics.
Mhm.
Applied is the lower, quote unquote, lower.
Mhm.
You know,
The easier
the
version.
easier, yeah. The ones that, and then once you, and I don't know if you guys had the same
Mhm.
information, but to me, you weren't gonna get into a university
Mm.
if you were
Yep.
all applied,
Yep.
right?
It
It's the
like
same
didn't
thing.
qualify or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It didn't
Yep.
count as a credit, right?
Yeah.
Or some shit.
Yep.
Yeah. So you had to take academic, which is like harder and like
Yeah.
more cutthroat and
Calculus.
yeah,
so
and
dumb.
all that stuff. And then that's the only way you'd get to university, right?
Mhm.
But then college was looked down upon as
Yeah.
like, oh, you're going to college.
You know what? Even beyond college, there's like college, and then there's trade school, which is
Yes.
actually like people are like, "Oh, you dumb, you be going to trade school." But I'm like,
No!
"No, go to trade." Trade school is like where it's. Anyway, I'm like, I don't want to get too excited about
You're
this topic.
getting heated about it.
I just this is kind of what stemmed the entire topic today, right? Because I'm just like, damn, I really wish
Mhm.
this just what, at least at a very basic level, I know what the fuck a grounding wire is.
Oh yeah.
I
Like
didn't
like
know.
practical stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There was a meme that I saw recently about like, remember the time when your parents or your teacher was like, oh, you don't want to study? Look at that guy. You want to be that guy? And it's the garbage man.
Oh
like,
yeah.
they make money.
Right? And then you're like, oh, you want to
wanna
be a
be the
garbage
bus
man?
driver?
Yeah, or like that, right? If you don't study, that's what you'll end up at. And then come to now where it's like, oh, have you heard their benefits?
I
Yeah, have you heard
know.
the benefits?
Have you heard about their salary?
Salary?
My God.
I totally agree. Like I hated that the teachers used to do that because I'm like, okay, I am child to an immigrant, right? Like she
Yeah,
worked
yeah.
as a server to raise me. Like why is that looked down upon? But yeah, that's a
it's,
whole other gripe.
Okay, so I'm glad that you actually brought up the trades context because I read about this.
Mhm.
Because there was a whole thread about it on
Oh.
Reddit about how exactly what Stan is talking about.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me that going into trades is actually like not more money, but like a
Like it's not bad.
Yeah.
yeah. It's not as bad as what people are saying.
Yeah,
right?
because like for context again, like back in the day, like people were legitimately telling me that if you go to trade school, if you go to college, you dumb.
You're stupid,
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I was just like, that's crazy.
That is
Like
crazy.
why would anybody tell me that?
Yeah.
Like why would anybody tell anybody this?
It's true.
Like
So then this guy on the thread he said, okay, you guys are right that yes, because they get paid hourly, right?
Yeah.
And it's like 150 per hour. Or something.
Yeah.
and they're like they will like tighten a pipe for you, and you're like,
Right.
okay, here you go,
Yeah.
$500 please, right? But actually, and also what makes it even more lucrative is that you could start your own business right away,
Mhm. Yep.
right? If you have enough clients, if you have enough regulars,
Yeah.
then you can start your own business and start your own company. Now here's the kicker, right? Here's the perks of having a university degree versus a trades degree that he said everybody overlooks, and it's that
Mhm.
yes, you are earning money, but you are paying for it with your body.
Right.
okay,
That-
that's fair.
That's fair.
yeah, exactly. That people tend to overlook that a 75-year-old person who's only done office work versus a 75-year-old person who's done trades, it only comes out to like the office person, it always comes out just like a regular dude, right?
Yeah.
But the trades guy is always two extremes of both. One side is just like a built buff guy who's been working out since they were 16,
Yeah.
or like just like a decrepit vegetable because like everything in the body
Mhm.
hurts, right? And they can't move. That's
Like I
what he
get
said.
that.
Yeah.
I get that, and also like I just want to like preface this whole. Nah, sorry, it's too late to preface. We're like deep into it. I want to disclaimer this whole thing with like, I don't think that this is like as big of a deal as we made it back in the day, right?
Yeah.
And like now knowing what we know, like is it a big deal? And also, are there things that like we need to reset as? I think again, I'm like talking to millennials. Like
Yeah.
I can't be talking to Gen Zs at this point. Like, I'm too old for that, right? But like, are there things that we have to reset in our minds and be like, hey, like these are standard things that we should learn,
Mhm.
right? Because then, like, I don't know. For me, I just feel like I'm finding out about so many things so late in life, and I'm like, I wish I knew this earlier. I wish
Yeah.
this was part of our regular curriculum, so then we all just understood this at a very basic level. And there are some certainly there are certain things that I know
Yeah.
that I'm like, how do you not know this?
Right.
Like, so for example, like I think we talked about this a little bit last season, which is like budgeting and like
Mhm.
like how to come up with a budget. Like I thought that was so standard until I really talked to like people around me, and I'm like, whoa, like people really just don't know because
Yeah.
A, they don't know where to start, so then they're like, this is too overwhelming.
Yeah.
And B is like they just really cannot fathom that like, hey, I have to budget because I have a future,
Yeah.
And I think that is something that I'm like, oh, like if this is something that they maybe got exposed to a little earlier with like with the guidance of a teacher, right?
Yeah.
Like it would be much easier to just be okay with the concept of a budget instead of like being this big scary thing. Because for me, the big scary thing is anything to do with like anything to do with the house.
Yeah.
Like my cabinet door broke the other day.
Oh, no.
And like I was like 2 steps away from just throwing out the whole cabinet and buying a new one.
Oh my god.
Because I'm like, I don't know how to fix it.
Yeah.
And then my friend's like, you dumb, let me do it.
Yeah, I think I agree. There's always been one thing I thought that like I personally think should be a mandatory course in high school, which is accounting. Not that everyone needs to go into business and learn accounting. One thing that like grade 11 accounting that I didn't even take it myself, but my friends have told me what they learned in accounting was how to file your taxes. Every single person needs to file your taxes. And I will say, like, I know people who will still pay someone $40, $50 to do their taxes when it's actually super simple. I'm sorry, if you have a job, like you're getting paid by a company and you just have a T4, you don't run your own business, you have truly no expenses, especially if you still live at home, you're just filing a freaking T4 and you're telling me you're going to pay someone $50 to file your taxes for you. Like that's bizarre to me. Like that blows my mind. You can do this online on your own. There's a freaking Google search bar.
So another thing I didn't know how to do is that.
Yeah. So like I can understand, like, for example, like I'm a business owner, right? So my taxes are a little bit different. It's not
More
as
complicated.
Exactly. It's more complicated. I have more stuff to fill out. I don't have a T4 that I can just plug in the number and be done and call it a day. So I can understand that if I need help, I might actually pay someone to do it.
Outsource, yeah.
But even then, I can tell you now, I do my own taxes still. Like I still do my own taxes. It's not that hard to figure out. And I feel like that's something like a basic skill that even if you take this course, right? And we're talking about like grade 10, grade 11, grade 12 accounting. Even if you take this course, you learn it and you still don't file your own taxes, sure, at least you understand it.
Okay, guys. But like listen, but like for real,
Yeah.
right? Let's say that everything we say here becomes a curriculum, let's say.
Sure.
Do you guys honestly think that a 14, 15, 16-year-old goes to the mandatory taxes class is going to sit there, pay attention, and absorb everything that you're saying?
I think exposure is important because
agree.
honestly, in like civics class and in like like I don't know, a lot of the high school classes, I remember being there, right? But then I just remember it was just like something I'm never gonna like. Why am I here? I'm just here to pass the test so that I don't get yelled at.
You remember calculus?
I remember the name calculus. I remember there's exponents. And I hated it. That's what I remember. I have PTSD from calculus, man. Holy.
You know what? I will say, like, I get what you mean. Like, as a kid, they don't realize they're gonna need this, right? So, like, even if we make it a mandatory course, they might not actually retain it. I will say, like, there are courses that I have taken in high school that I don't use right now. Like, for example, history. I don't practically speaking, actually applying history, I don't do that. However, I remember sitting in those classes. I remember learning, like, in the background while I was napping, that there was history going on, and it does help me understand context of, like, for example, the current political
No
atmosphere.
way.
Yeah, it does.
That's a lie.
Like, no, it does, because, like, I'm like, you know
Bro.
what? I remember, like something happening in history. I can understand why these two countries are fighting with each other now, because there's a history of that going on. Specifics, probably not, but I remember, like, oh right, I learned about that war. So I understand why now they still hate each other. Like, very, very, like, sideline,
Surface level.
very surface level, but at least having been forced to sit in that class, I'm like, oh, okay, it
And-
kind of makes sense.
And thus we are back to Ray's stance of, it's not about knowing exactly specifically the details and the numbers and the formulas, but the idea of it.
Okay, but like, okay, so like, why can't there be a class that like kind of teach us the idea of this instead of, okay, I don't want to keep harping on math. Math is really important. I get it, you know, but like, you know, like.
No, yeah,
History,
like, for
history.
example sake,
Like
for example
English
sake.
class,
Oh,
I think
okay.
English class could be something that like, okay, like cool, like, well, we're all speaking English,
I
that's
agree.
great,
Okay.
right? But like, let's learn how a house is built. Like, why when something leaks, like, this is what you gotta do, because wood and different materials and like blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I don't know, like something. you know?
I think I understand. I think the gripe here is the specific topic rather than the concepts that they want us to learn from these specific topics. So for example, English, like, yes, they want us to be articulate and coherent and how, form concise sentences to our point. But why did we have to read Shakespeare to learn that? Why don't we, instead of having English class, why isn't there a communications class where they teach you how to communicate and how to be concise? Why does it have to be freaking Shakespeare? You know what I mean?
Man, I can't believe I'm the one taking the stance for the school.
No, it's great. I love it.
Tell us.
But I think so, again, and just like in math, it's not about like, okay, y equals mx plus b.
Right.
When did you ever use
Oh,
that
yeah,
ever
that's a
again?
thing too.
Yeah.
And in terms of like Shakespearean and all those things, I believe this isn't based off of anybody's understanding. But what's also funny is I browse the subreddit for teachers,
Oh.
Tell me.
and I believe that for English, when you do study Shakespeare and when you do get to plays and all those things, it's trying to develop this part in your brain that kind of looks into more than just what's being said, as opposed to just, like reading the room, just being like socially conscious about like what this person is really about. It teaches you a lot about empathy, because obviously, like, just not being able to understand, I mean, if you could speak Shakespearean, that's great, obviously. Right, the way that they speak, then thou art, fancy thy name. But outside of knowing that, like, you're gonna be able to interpret more people, like people more, not accurately but more comfortably, and just kind of empathize and just see that, like, oh, look at them kind of doing a soliloquy or like a monologue to themselves. Like, that person doesn't look well, you know what I mean? As opposed to just immediately like, oh, that guy's crazy, he's just talking to himself, and
Right.
I think now that we're adults, it's a lot easier to pinpoint, be like, no, you guys should have taught this instead, you guys should have taught that
Yeah.
instead. When as a teenager and as a kid who has like, it's so hard to pay attention to those things. And honestly, I can safely say, if we were all classmates, none of us would be paying attention to that shit.
What do you mean?
You know what I would pay attention to? If someone taught me how to budget, I'd be like, okay. And if someone's like, okay, put it like, here's a test, this is how you budget like $100, I'd be like, okay, I don't care about the budget, but I want to pass the test, therefore I'm gonna learn the skill to pass that test.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think ultimately it's a very roundabout way of doing it, because just throwing it in your face, nobody's gonna pay attention to. Not to say that there are no flaws in our educational system,
Because we all paid attention to Shakespeare.
Yeah, for the record, I'm very much on you guys' side. We can't just be an echo chamber here of just like, yeah, fuck the school system. Like, we can't just be that.
Right.
And from my understanding, like, these are the things, like, we are taught concepts
Yeah.
without us realizing that we are being taught concepts. And
Okay, maybe let me ask you this, right? Like as an adult, now that you've like I think all three of us have navigated a good portion of like an adulthood,
okay, yeah.
right?
Adulthood.
Like what is something that you felt like, okay, like this is as an adult I had to learn for the first time, and you're like, what the fuck? I can tell you what, I can start.
Oh yeah, please.
Okay, so like the concept of credit, I never knew what credit means. I just in high school and as a kid, I was always like, oh, credit is just something like super bad. You don't want to borrow money because once you borrow money, you're like stuck there forever. That's what I was taught.
Right.
Okay, but then now growing up, I'm like, oh, credit is this like very important tool as an adult, as like as a financial tool. You can like do things, and then you can like borrow money if you're smart about it, and like all of it. Right.
Yeah.
And then like the repayment of credit and interest and what a basis point is, right? Like all of these things I learned as an adult. And I'm like, why did it take me 35 years to learn this?
I think there's a bigger pandemic than that, and it stems off of the financial illiteracy.
Yeah.
Right.
Generally
And-
speaking, yeah.
Generally speaking, right? Like this is why I think NFTs and all these things and all those NFT bros are like so, and like everybody's so easy to quote unquote scam because they don't know anything about finances.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And it's not like a new concept.
It's not.
Right?
Or like, I don't know if you've seen it fairly recently, the Chase Bank glitch, which is not a glitch. So you know how people can now deposit checks like mobilely or like at the teller,
Yeah.
and like it quote unquote shows up on your account.
Wait. Mobilely?
Yeah,
Yes.
mobile.
Mobile.
I didn't correct her. Stan. Go off, queen. Mobile. Yeah.
English is not my first language.
Okay.
But yeah, like you can deposit checks via mobile.
Yeah. Yes.
At the ATM. So I think what happened was people, and the thing is like they scan it and they just usually scan for the number and then they verify it afterwards. But part of the trust system and part of how the bank system works is like banks trust you to be honest when you deposit checks, right?
Yes.
So like they verify it later. So money might show up in your account, but if like a week from now they verify that, oh, that check was actually not a good check,
it bounces.
it bounces after the fact. So you might have already spent the money. So that I thought that was something that people kind of knew, but apparently people don't. And then the whole Chase Bank issue was people started writing checks to themselves, and they wrote like $20,000 on your own check to yourself, and they deposit it. And the ATMs read it as like, oh, you just deposited $20,000, and people were like, sweet, I'm $20,000 richer, and they started spending money. Yeah, they started spending money buying like fancy stuff like cars, purses, all that kind of stuff. A week later, the bank's like, hey, you deposited a check to yourself, so it's like you're taking money from your account and putting it back in your account that you don't have. So then people started seeing like, oh, my bank account's now like -20, -50,000.
Overdraft. Yeah.
Overdraft. They're like, what happened? This was a glitch in your system. You messed up. Why are we being punished for it? And it's like, bro, that's not how it worked in the first place. But people didn't understand that. Yeah, so there was a huge thing that happened. Like people were posting TikToks about how like, this is how I got more money from the bank. And it's like, no, bro, you just fucked up.
Imagine doing something not legal and then you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought this was free money.
But I think that's part of the financial literacy that our generation has, because people don't understand the bank system and they thought they gamed it, but they didn't. So yeah, that was definitely.
Did you guys not take any business classes in high school?
I took business classes, but you know what I learned in business class?
What did you learn?
How to put together a marketing campaign.
Oh,
I literally saw this in my own Gmail file.
no way.
Because I was going through all my like Gmail like old stuff, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, this is something I did in 12th grade. So I wrote an entire marketing campaign for a product I made up in herbal essences. Tell me I was gay when I was 12th grade. Telling me I was gay.
I mean,
I wrote a marketing campaign on a herbal essence shampoo.
Okay.
I forgot who PNG, what PNG stands for. The Head and Shoulders people.
Procter and Gamble.
Procter and Gamble, yeah. Procter and Gamble's huge, bro. I know a lot of marketing people in Procter.
You know,
Yeah, I
Not
didn't
gay,
do something. I didn't do something for like Head and Shoulder. I did something for herbal essence.
Okay, but you don't have to be gay to do shampoo.
My product is called Rose Aroma. It's real.
Send me
Okay.
the deck. Let's see.
Yo, I got a good grade on that report.
John, I'm gonna need you to verify this with Ray, but in this conversation and also speaking to other people, I feel like even if you take the same courses, if you're at different schools, they teach it differently. Because
Yeah, for
when
sure.
I took business, that's not what I did. When I took business, they taught us like what it
How to
means.
type on the computer.
No, it was
No.
I
What the
learned what a
hell?
balance sheet is. Like as a
Yes,
business,
same.
yeah, you have assets, you have
Mm.
liabilities, you have a balance sheet. So I learned that side of business. I actually did nothing. I didn't know what marketing was until university.
Owners equity.
Yeah, I learned that kind of stuff. So my business course was
Yeah.
very different.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm very much but then that's grade 12 though. What grade did you take business?
10 and
I remember
11?
mine in grade 10. Yeah, I
Yeah, 10
remember
and
mine in grade
11.
10.
Yeah.
So I think 12 is a lot more specific.
Oh, maybe.
That's why, and 10 and 11, that's why you and me are more aligned, is because it's
Mm.
much more generalistic,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
outlook. And
I remember taking like a business type course where I had to learn how to type.
Oh, we
What?
called it computer.
Okay, I am like a little bit older now, so maybe. I don't know.
We're 90s kids.
I don't know. I'm not a 90s kid. As an 80s
Well,
kid, I
yeah,
had to learn
Addy,
how to
good
type on a
one.
computer.
Addy's in my boat now too, apparently. I'm like, what the fuck is that old lady doing in my boat?
All right, guys, I'm out. See ya.
Okay, just switching gears a little bit because I feel like we're like really down on math and like finances. One thing that I think that I didn't learn until much later in life, which is ironic because, well, not ironic, but it's kind of like sad because in Asia, like kindergarteners learn this is cleaning,
Oh
Cleaning,
yeah, you know
yeah.
what? That is true.
right?
Back in Asia, when I went to like not elementary, like kindergarten, elementary school,
Elementary
there,
Preschool, I
like
guess, yeah.
yeah, like every at the end of every day, like our whole class literally had like a dedicated 15-minute where we just cleaned our classroom, and that was just so normal.
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
cleaning in terms of not just like hygiene, but like
Like actually
Like
like
keeping our
Mhm.
spaces
like
neat.
maintenance.
yeah,
Yes.
like you have to sweep and dust before you mop, otherwise you're just mopping dust, like all those the basic things. Like they learn it in grade school in Asia, like
We
they
did.
learn it like
Yes.
really really early on. We
We
don't
did,
learn
yeah.
that at all in school. And
No.
like growing up, I don't notice these things because like my parents take care of it, right?
This
Mm.
is why you see some people, like, if there's ketchup stains on the table, they just like spread the ketchup around, but they don't
Yeah.
actually
They
clean
don't know
it
how
They
to
up.
don't
do
wipe it up.
And
Yeah, do you know what I'm talking
yeah,
about?
and this is also why, like, when you go to
It's
university,
disgusting.
it is so okay. And like, when you go to university, or if you ever have roommates, some people are disgusting.
Yeah, they're
Like,
pigs.
they are disgusting. Like, they have dishes. Like, they never wipe the washroom. Like, a toilet bowl after a bunch of university students have lived there for like a school year is disgusting. Like, they don't know how to clean it, and that's something that I had to learn.
Addy, you live with girls.
I know.
I live with dudes.
Oh no. So yeah.
Okay,
Like,
we live with dudes.
that's something I feel like honestly we should be inspired by Asia, and like we should teach this to our children, like in school even, and like get them to understand that, because I learned that after I moved out when I was older. So it's like,
Yeah,
ooh,
I
shock.
I moved to Canada before grade 6, so
Mm.
I had my elementary school there, and we did have a program.
Yeah.
It's not a program actually. Every class
Yeah.
after school, there's delegated cleaners. So I don't remember what day I was, but like once a week, you have to stay after school to clean your classroom. So
Mm.
you would like wipe the blackboards, like,
Yeah.
sweep the floors, polish the floors, etc., and make sure like dust the walls, dust the windows,
Yeah.
all those things. And then you would do that from like grades 1 up until grade 6. Actually,
Mhm.
even high school, I think
Yeah.
we still do it over
Yeah.
there. But obviously, I wasn't there for high school.
Right.
But yeah, we were taught. Actually, we even had times when we would go around the neighborhood just to pick up garbage.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like help. That's
Mhm.
more like a community thing.
Right.
But yeah, in terms of like cleanliness, I know a bunch of like Japanese kids do it at like kindergarten. and stuff,
Yeah.
so
And
it's really cute.
you know what? Over here too, it's even worse because it's seen as a punishment. It's part
Yeah.
like if you ever clean the classroom, it's because you're in detention and the teacher's like, you're here anyways, do it. And like it's so unfortunate because then that makes such a terrible negative association once they grow
Yes.
up. And I think
Yeah.
that's why like we were saying, like the roommates and the college students and the university students, that's why they're disgusting, because they see it as a punishment. It's not something
Yo,
that's like part of life.
Speaking of university and college and like cleaning, let me ask you guys
Yeah.
this question: when do you guys learn how to use use a washing machine like for your laundry? How like when did you guys learn how to do laundry?
Oh god.
I had to do laundry when I was 13.
So young. Okay,
I
that's
was
fairly
doing
young.
okay, but laundry here is easy, okay? Laundry back where in the Philippines is like we didn't have dryers. So
Mhm.
Okay, so that's
Okay.
like another thing. So there's like a two-parter,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
when did you learn how to wash your clothes,
Yeah.
and how did you learn how to dry your clothes? And how
Yeah.
many pairs of how many pairs of shorts, how many pairs of jeans did they turn into shorts?
Okay. So for me, I was, I guess, flipped because I learned from a very young age, like as soon as I can remember, like 6, 7 years old. My mom,
That's
yeah,
young.
like I didn't grow up very well off. We didn't have our own washing machines. We had to use the communal ones. So my mom didn't like using those. So I actually hand washed my clothes all the way until university. And part of that was my mom's like, we don't have our own machines. So I never learned how to use a washing machine, a drying machine. So I always hand wash it and I just hang it dry.
So what was the precipice of you using using the washing machine for the first time, and how was that experience?
That was in university, and I
yeah. How was that?
definitely had a bunch of pink clothes. So I was like, oh, and now I realized, you have to separate this.
Separate. Yeah.
Did you know you don't have to do that anymore?
No, you don't.
But if you have old clothes that still was made with the old
Yeah.
dye, then you do. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know you don't have to
Mhm.
do that anymore.
Washing machines and detergents have become so
Yeah.
progressive, I guess.
Technologically advanced.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very human in
Yeah.
design. That
True.
Did you guys live in dorms? Because I feel like that was like a
Nope.
big moment of
Mhm.
me growing up. Like, because
Mhm.
I lived in dorm my first year, and
Yeah.
like there were so many things. Like I remember like the first week, this girl literally cried because she didn't know how to wash her clothes.
Oh.
And then like this guy was like in the like we were like she made a big scene, and then
Oh,
like our
wow.
whole floor was like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "I don't know how to wash my clothes." And then like we like as literally like I don't know, it was I think 60 kids, like first year university, fresh out of frosh week,
Yeah.
right? Like with first week of class, and then we all banded together to be like, "It's okay. This is how you use a washing machine."
Oh.
It was a bonding experience.
Wow.
You know what? You guys are making it so much sense because back then, when I worked at a restaurant, we would bring our uniform, and it was a
Right,
fine
right,
dining
right.
place, so you had to have crisp lines on
Of
your
course,
uniform and
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
And we had an ironing board in the staff room,
Oh.
and obviously mine comes from the backpack, and I'm ironing my stuff.
Yeah.
And one girl comes up to me and she's like, "John, can you iron my clothes?" I'm like,
Are you
don't
okay?
know how to iron
Oh, yo, but
clothes?
no, that's real.
Yeah,
I didn't know
that's
how to
true.
iron my clothes either. Like as a guy, like we have to have
Yeah.
like crisp
lines, yeah.
dress shirt and stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to do that. I had to go to YouTube and be like, "How the fuck do you
Okay.
do this?"
Can I tell you the poor man's ironing method? Because like
Do you just steam it in the washer while you shower?
So luckily for girls, like a lot of our blouses, like we can get away with like not wearing dress shirt every time. But my
Yeah.
pants, I have to have. You gotta have that iron
Crease,
line,
the
the
crease.
crease.
Yeah.
So I didn't know how to use an ironing machine. I didn't have an iron. I didn't have any of that. So the poor man's way of doing it was I used to fold it where the crease is, and then
And just
I
like stack
I
it,
would
like
squeeze it between two really thick textbooks. And like if I'm really intense, I'll even put it under my pillow and sleep on it overnight, and they'll get the crease.
doesn't that make it like wrinkly?
No, but like when I fold it, I make sure it's like nice and flat. Only where the creases are is where it's folded.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's intense. And like, and I would get away with it. So I'll only do like the thigh to like knee area mainly because like the butt part, you'll be sitting on it and it'll wrinkle anyways. You can get away with not having a crease there. No one will notice. And then like the calf part, like at that point, I wore a lot of like either bootleg or like bell bottom style. So then I didn't need the crease.
Don't
Yeah.
age yourself.
So, oh my God, I know. Dang. So yeah, that's how I got away with it.
Wow. Okay. Well, I guess. Well, my parents are very. Well, my mom is very strict about cleaning and stuff. Actually, it's so funny. When I was staying in Korea and I was staying at my friend's place, I just see clothes on the floor.
Oh.
Like when they take off their jacket,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's cold. It was winter when I went there. They would legit just strip it and they would just go on the floor. Mind you, the floor is like spick and span, like it is
course.
clean af, but it's just on the floor, and I'm just like, this is fucked up. But then I'm like, wait, maybe I'm overreacting. Obviously,
Yeah.
it's not my house. They can do it. It's their
Mm.
house. I'm staying at their house, right? But I'm like, clothes are just on the floor.
Oh, I'll get yelled at. No way.
Okay, and I think this is more like a culture thing, right? Like
Maybe.
this is like more of like a household, and maybe this
It's a
is something
household
that,
thing, bro.
like-
It's not a culture thing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just-
Like, and maybe this is like this is something else that we have to like introduce, because I remember there's like home ed growing up,
Oh,
and then like
yeah.
I learned how to like sew a pair of pants. And I'm like,
Yeah.
that was super helpful.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, like how to patch clothing.
Mhm.
Mm.
Like I wish I retained any of that skill set I learned in middle school, you know. But like I'm like, yeah, damn, like I wish like I knew how to work a sewing machine properly, instead of
Yeah.
relearn this on YouTube now that I'm like much older. And I'm
Mhm.
like, oh damn, I need to like hem my pants.
True.
Yo,
you
you know
know?
how to hem your pants?
Yeah, I learned how to hem my pants. I learned how to
Nice.
dart my shirts.
Oh wow.
Dang.
Right, because Jason has like a broad back, like he has broad shoulders, but
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
all of the dress shirt just looks like
A box.
he looks like a box,
Yeah.
right? And then so I bought my sewing machine, because he's like he did everything too last minute, and then we couldn't find someone to dart his dress shirt for him, and he was
Oh.
like he was one of the groomsmen for one of his best friend's weddings.
Oh.
And then I'm like, you know what? I'll just do it. How hard can it be?
Wow.
The gay audacity. It's literally in my head.
Why
Like,
do you
how hard
have
can it
to
be?
make it that way?
I was just thinking boyfriend of the year.
Audacity. Yeah.
No, like gay audacity. I'm just like, how hard can it be? It was not easy. Let me tell you.
Damn.
Oh,
But
yeah,
like,
so-
I just learned it, and
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, like now I have to like freaking like hem my pants, because like
Oh,
pants you get
shoot.
from Uniqlo, they're
Yeah,
always
yeah,
too
yeah.
long, and then they have this free hemming
Mhm.
service, but I don't want
Correct.
to wait around for an hour.
It's true. True.
Wow.
And I also want to do online shopping. So now I just do it on my own.
You're so funny.
So you have a YouTube PhD.
I have a YouTube page, and this is where I feel like I learn a lot of my stuff. It's just like
Yeah.
I don't know how to do this.
This is a good
Let me
transition.
go to YouTube.
Yes,
That's true,
This is a
that's
good
true.
transition to that. Yeah.
Yeah, I I have a leak in my house. Will YouTube help me fix it? No, I call a plumber. Right?
That's fair.
Mm.
Yeah. You know what? Speaking of, sorry, go ahead, John.
No, I was just gonna ask why not? Why can't YouTube help you fix a leak?
Like
Well,
if-
some
if-
things
if-
are
if it-
complicated, right?
Yeah, like if something is not as standard, or something like, you know, it isn't as like, you know, standard boilerplate from a YouTube mechanic or whatever. Oh my god, speaking of mechanic, sorry, I have so many things like cars. I wish I knew more about cars.
Yeah.
Oh my god, like every time I go to a mechanic, I feel like my life is in their hands. And they're like, oh, this is gonna cost you $3,000, and in my head I'm like, okay, I'm sorry.
It's like, I guess
Please
so.
fix my car.
Yeah. That is true.
Anyway, I'll let you finish what you were gonna say, Ed.
No, I was just gonna say, like, as part of the YouTube thing too, another that actually makes me think of another thing that I wish we learned in school. Cooking. I'm not saying like I don't need a fancy meal, but man, I think everyone needs to learn how to survive. Like I've met people, I've met people that don't even know how to boil water. Like it's embarrassing. Like they boil not enough water, or like their
I come
noodles
back, it's gone. What do I do?
yeah, they're like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean I have to oil the pan before I stir fry my like veggies? What do you mean I have to put, like, how much oil do I put in to fry an egg? And I'm like, bro, you are deep frying it at this point. That's too much oil. Like something basic, you know? Like I feel like everyone needs to learn very basic cooking skills just to survive. Like I cannot handle.
It's too. I think the problem that we have. Yes, it is a problem, but it's too specific.
Is it?
Where did it go?
You've never heard that stat? You can't even boil water. You come back. Where'd the water go? Where'd it go?
Yeah, like, or you know what?
Um,
The thing again, Asia teaches kids how to make food. Like,
Do they?
yeah, some places do. Like,
They do,
they'll,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
obviously supervised, but they'll do basic things like, here, boil your veggies, and then you can have
Oh.
veggies. And
We
they'll
had a
have-
gardening.
Yeah.
We had a gardening class in.
That would be
in the
super
Philippines.
cool.
So we would
I
we would
love that
plant
class.
our own veggies and then we would
Mm.
cook it afterwards.
And like they can make salads just by ripping instead of chopping, and so there's no knives, no dangerous stuff, right? So like they learn how to make food. So at least it's not like they're lost, you know?
So what we're trying to say is that we should overthrow the whole curriculum.
this
I
is
think
like Ray
it's
cringing
like
in the background.
it's like add to it.
I think Addie's right. I think it's like I don't think the current curriculum is like terrible, because I think we all turned out okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I just
For the
think,
most
I'm just
part.
saying.
For the most part.
For the most part.
I'm just saying that there could be some addition to the current
Mm.
curriculum to like just help the kids of now transition into adulthood easier, because you know, I
Yeah.
think that's the whole thing. Transition into adulthood, it was nothing like we expected. Like
Yeah.
nobody expected adulthood to be like this. Everybody just was like, oh, we see an adult, they operate and
They function.
functional.
Yeah.
We just become that, but
Yeah.
we don't.
No.
Right? These are all the things that we have to find out. And I'm like, man, like as part of the education system, I wish there's something that just helps us transition into
This episode
regular adulthood.
This episode is so millennial, bro.
I know this is
It
it's
totally
very
is.
millennial
It
core.
totally is.
It's very millennial core. And honestly, like when I was playing this episode, like you see the script, right? There's like 6 or 7 questions. We touched on question 1. I didn't think that we had so much to talk about, but you know, this is like the crux of, I think, your talks. Like everything is like, oh, can we speak like a whole hour on this topic? Yes, we can, and more.
Yeah.
Oh, and more, way more.
Definitely. I mean, okay. Also, for my last defense for the curriculum and for the school board, I think there's a lot of things that we don't know in Teachers College. That's why Teachers College is separate education, and I think a lot of the things that they learn there is back to like psychological research and like all those things
Right.
that will help develop a young mind, right? Like a young
Rather
brain.
than practical.
Exactly,
Yeah,
rather than practical.
sense.
Like the things that we're saying is like, hey, this is the problem, put a solution. When they're
Mhm.
like, okay, we know that's the problem. Here's like a you're throwing a dart where they're like, here's a big circle that will hopefully kind of eventually the child's mind will develop and then lead into solving said problem.
You know what it feels like? It's like, how do I teach them this without teaching them this?
Mhm.
That's basically what it
every-
is.
Yeah.
Why does education have to be so meta? Just teach me.
Because every person is different and they need to cater to the majority. Like you can't
It's
just,
true.
you know, for you, like they have to make a broad stroke strategy, right? Like you wanting to learn, not wanting to learn, you being very good at understanding, I don't know, like accounting or whatever, or like taxes, right? Well, the guy beside you, me, is like, yo, this is so boring, so stupid. How are they gonna grab my attention to pay attention to the same class?
But we have to both do taxes when
Well,
we
not at the time that we knew, not at the time we were sitting there in class. You know, I'm just like, fuck that. I'm gonna go be a garbage man. You know,
Garbage men still have to do
I know,
taxes.
that's what I mean, right?
Oh my god.
We're so disillusioned with this connection, but that's why they have to make a strategy that just like it's like a broad stroke thing. And I mean, our problems are valid, but I think they're doing their best. Not to say that they can be better, but I can only
we're just encouraging better futures for our children.
Correct.
Yeah.
correct.
Children are the future.
Yes,
Did I end
and-
that
and-
off well.
Yes.
And I'll give you like a 30-second minute of this too, because my niece and my nephew, like they're growing up and stuff.
Oh,
And
yes,
my,
true.
Yeah.
and my sister and Mo are very like well-educated people,
Mhm.
very academic focused, right?
Yeah.
And so like, are they gonna encourage them to go to academia, or are they gonna encourage them to go to trades, or just
Oh,
like do whatever?
true.
Right? Like these are the things that we have to ask ourselves now too, right?
True,
now
true,
that
true.
we know what we know, you know.
Right.
That being said, it's 58 minutes, 40 seconds.
Shall we do our weekly recos?
Yeah.
Dang, you sound like you're on top of it. Stan.
Yo, I'm telling you, the script.
Actually,
production rule.
that's the next category.
Open the docs, Don.
All right, who has one? Who wants to go first?
Stan looks that sounded. He brought it up.
No. I want to call John out first because he
Ooh.
didn't open the doc, so I feel like you
True.
must have one ready. Let's go.
True.
John.
Let's go.
A, week,
I'm ready
a
for
weekly
you.
reco for me, honestly, is and this is no joke.
Songs?
No, I'm not. Don't a little bit. Stop ordering food.
Oh.
Damn.
Wow.
Okay, real.
That
That
feels
is
very
my-
pointed.
Well, okay.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a heartache. But listen, I was gonna Uber legit. I was gonna DoorDash my food,
Yeah.
and I was on the checkout, and all I just had to press is the next button to go. Okay, said restaurant is preparing your order.
Yeah.
Right? But then I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna have spam and eggs downstairs. You know,
Okay, that sounds kind of
opposed to
yummy
this
though.
food.
I was gonna like spam eggs and maybe some like white rice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yum.
and also actually, you know, I saw a YouTube short about somebody using a vegetable peeler on the spam.
Oh.
So that it makes it really thin.
Oh,
Yeah. So that
interesting.
makes it really thin, and then they throw it in the fryer, and it crisps up and it curls up really
It's
close.
like bacon.
Oh my god.
Basically, and then they do like a dry powder seasoning on top of like cayenne, garlic powder, etc., etc. And then like
Mm.
boom, appetizers. I know.
Wow.
Anyway, I didn't do that. That's too much.
Wait, so like, okay.
My reco is don't Uber Eat so much. Yes, treat yourself, but please let's control our indulging. Right?
Mm.
A lot of wow, this goes a lot deeper. You see, and I know it's okay sometimes to indulge, and I get it. Sometimes you just need that piece of cheesecake that's coming all the way from Dimitri's. That's gonna cost you $40 when it's like $10.
Dimitri's cheesecake is $40.
No,
So
it's
with
like
delivery
20.
and
It's like,
everything?
It's like 15. It's like 15, 20 something.
Yeah.
But like delivery and
What?
services, yeah.
Mm.
It goes to like 30 something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Exactly, right? But you're like, hey, but I really need it. I had a tough week. I'm like, hey, bet, Queen, go off. You know? Yes, you know.
Yes.
But we are now adults, and we need to also save the best times for our worst times, for our really worst times.
Mm.
And
Like
that
when
is
you
my
really
reco.
need it.
Exactly. when you
Damn,
really need
okay.
it. And that's my reco.
Okay.
Control our Uber Eats order, DoorDash or whatever, Skip, whatever it is app that you favor for. You guys thought I was stalling, motherfuckers. I was ready, bro. I have 3 weeks lined up.
He just has like a notepad, like a sticky note
Yeah.
on his
You
computer.
guys think you have pre-production? Look at my beer talks folder.
We can't see it.
Okay.
Alright, who goes next?
I have one.
Alright, how do you go?
Okay, so I just last weekend I went to a wedding expo out in
Ooh,
Newmarket,
eh?
Uxbridge area. Here's my recommendation: if you are wedding planning, don't go to the big ones. Don't go to the one downtown at MTCC. Those are expensive.
Like the expos,
Yeah,
right?
like the expos.
Oh, okay.
The big ones in town, especially in big cities, you don't really get any perks. You don't get freebies. You don't really get as much like discounts on those. But if you go to the smaller ones, like go to London, go to Hamilton, go to Niagara, go to Newmarket, like a bit further away from the big city centers. If you go to the smaller expos, yeah, it's gonna be like smaller. They're gonna be smaller vendors, but you might find vendors like it not area specific. Like I saw vendors that came in from downtown area, Cambridge, from London to go to these smaller expos because these expos usually cost less for the vendors, so they can't afford to go to the big expos. So you get the smaller vendors, you get the mom and pop shops, and because they're at the smaller expos, they really want your business. They're the smaller businesses, right? So they usually offer really good bargains and really good discounts and like freebies. Like for example, there's one vendor that I saw. They were like, if you book like your photographer and videographer with us, we'll give you a free 3-hour photo booth.
Damn.
Yeah, that's
3-hour photo booth.
Yeah, and that saves you like $700-800 already.
Yes.
And on top of that, like their packages are cheaper than some of the ones that you see at the like bigger name vendors. So my recommendation, if you're wedding planning, go for the small expos. Go to like the out of town ones. You might actually get a better deal.
Damn. Okay, that's a good record.
Yeah.
Going out of your way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Stanley.
All right. Well, my record this week is not about saving money. So I recently went on vacation, and then I thought to myself, I'm like, I was going somewhere like really warm, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna be wearing like swim shorts and things like that. I don't really want to keep my phone in my pocket the whole time.
Yes.
So then while I was in Asia, I saw a bunch of people with like lanyards that like can carry their phones with them. So I was like, oh, you know what, like maybe just I'll get one of them for the vacation, and then I can just have my phone around my neck the whole time. And then because I also have a MagSafe case, right, for my phone, I also have my wallet attached to my phone. So like just everything is just on my chest the whole time, right? Since my vacation's been over, I cannot stop
You
using
can undo it.
I cannot.
It is
Like
so
it's part.
convenient.
It is a part of my life now, truly. Like I at one point, like I put my phone back into my pocket because I was just like using it and then, naturalized.
Yeah.
I was just like, this is wrong. My pocket's so heavy. It's so bulky. I hate this.
Wow.
At one point, I almost dropped my phone thinking that I had it
Oh,
around
no.
my neck. I was like, oh wait, hold on.
Where
And then
where are you in the Venn diagram of satchel and purse into a lanyard?
No,
He's
it's-
outside
so-
the diagram.
No, I am outside. I am just like straight on lanyard. Like I'm going to a convention. I have my little badge, but
okay,
instead of
okay,
my
okay.
badge, I have my phone.
That's
Okay.
amazing. I love it.
Yeah, and then like those whole setup, you can get like those little stickers that you can put onto your case, so you don't even have to put like stickers onto your phone for like $5.
Wow.
It's great. And if you have lanyards just like laying around at home because you go to conventions or you have like like lanyards are like $1,
Yeah.
right? Anyway, it's changed my life. I encourage you to change your life too.
That's amazing.
You know what's funny? I was thinking, I'm like, because I thought of something deeper for Addie's recommendation of like, oh yeah, sometimes you have to go out of your way, and then there's better
Lanyards.
and then I'm thinking for you, I'm just like, where the fuck am I gonna go with this one?
listen, this is a record.
oh,
I
you're
want
right.
people to know.
I know,
about
I know,
this.
I know.
You're right.
To make your life easier, keep the important things close to your chest.
Close to your chest.
Yeah, like your phone and your wallet, lanyards.
All right. Well, Common Good Beer Company, Japanese rice lager beer. It's a very good starter beer. If you've never had beer in your life, I feel like if you go out of your way, just as Addie's recommendation, and go grab this Common Good rice lager beer. It's a very good welcoming beer, and you're like, I kind of get it. You're not gonna get punched in the face with the bitterness or any of the gross beers things that you think. We enjoyed it. It's a very light beer.
Are you guys done?
I've been finished. Yeah, I finished.
I
mine.
have
wow.
I have like a sip. I have a sip.
Oh,
It's
that's
really
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very chill. I think this will go well with fish just because of how light it is.
good. Wait, we haven't done a calamari thing in a long.
No,
Like,
we
we haven't
haven't.
even done a
Yeah.
calamari
I can't
thing
believe-
this season.
We
Fuck,
had.
I brought it back, and then now you guys now just realized it.
Yep.
I literally.
And-
Oh my god.
Oh dang. This
Anyway.
is this a calamari beer, Stan?
It's a new season, guys.
Is this a calamari beer? Are we voting?
Are we voting? Yeah, we could.
This is definitely a calamari beer, guys.
I think so.
I would also vote
lightly battered though.
lightly battered or grilled.
This is a seafood beer.
I can see this. I can see this being a grilled
Yeah,
calamari beer.
right,
Yeah,
right.
for
This is
sure.
a lobster roll beer. This is a
Ooh.
pasta.
Lobster roll's too heavy for this beer, I think.
But that's what I mean. Like it's light, and it's not gonna make you feel so bloated and like
Oh,
you don't
Oh,
want
so it like balances. That's what you're thinking.
exactly.
Gotcha,
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah. It's a good accompaniment.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Coming good. Yes. If you want to reach out to us, we are on socials, TikTok, Instagram at Beer Talks TO. That's BEERTALKSTO. Beer Talks TO. Reach out to us.
There's only one of us that went to buy your beer.
Oh no.
yeah.
It's just one of
They're,
us.
they're gonna look on our Instagram and they were like, "That's the girl."
You.
That's the
Her.
you. And we're gonna get our first hate comment.
Oh no, common goods, we're sorry.
We're joking. Common Good, please sponsor us. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
That's all we had.
We will talk at you again next time, episode 5. I don't know what we'll talk about then because I never checked the documents.
Oh my god.
We'll see you guys then. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks everyone. Cheers.
Cheers.